Joined by Hofstra head coach Dennis Papadatos following a 21-12 win over Franklin and Marshall in an EIWA duel. Coach, thoughts on today's win?
I thought we looked sluggish. Like they just came off a big win off LIU, which I expected. Listen, I know in history I don't think we've ever lost to them. I'm not sure. Maybe once in the past. They're the best they've ever been right now. They're very good at like they're 97 pounders ranked. You know, everybody ran at the tray. I thought we could have scored more points there. Their heavyweights good. Their 25 pounders good. Their 33 pounders good. But they're all weights. I legitimately thought we could possibly win all 10 weights. Right? We ended up winning 7, but I guess it was too close. The 7th one was late. Kudos to them. They came to wrestle and they made it a battle, deserving. So I actually think they're one of the most underrated teams in the country. I was nervous about this duel, very on the matchups. But I felt like we 74, 84, 97 heavyweight. Again, if you told me I thought we were going to win all 4 weights, even though that was some of their better guys. If you told me we weren't going to score bonus points in any of them, I would have called you a liar. I thought 74 and 84. For sure. I actually didn't think heavyweight because their heavyweight keeps it close all the time. I really thought we were going to win, but we almost got the major there. And Trey's got a good kid, and he's hard to score points on. I thought if we got a major there, but I didn't. It was too close for comfort. So, as I told the guys, sometimes you got to take the loss and the lesson and move forward. Today we were lucky enough to get the victory and hopefully take the lesson and move forward, if that makes sense.
Questions?
Coach, threw a challenge break during that Trey Rogers. What
Yes.
did you see on him?
He left his feet, and I'm going to report that. The kid left his feet and did an illegal cutback. Clear as day. The fact that they didn't overturn that is my major gripe with him. If our guy, the reason they stopped that, because you could tear someone's ACL. If they would have tore Trey Rogers' ACL, me and that official would have not, this would have been a very bad situation, right? He left his feet and illegally put his foot in. We said it before, as soon as he jumped, we're like, he left his feet, he can't do that. And then the fact that we threw the brick and he looked at it and still said no chance.
You see, you were very animated during that.
Because I actually still can't believe he called that. Yeah. He called that no illegal. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. But we still won, and officials are allowed to make mistakes too, I guess, right?
So what went into your decision with the 165 weight class?
There's a new rule, right? With freshmen allowed to wrestle 5 competitions and still redshirt. Jarius is at 4. And listen, his record's not. He's had a tough competition. He's wrestled the scuffle in Vegas, and at Princeton he lost to a 1-point match to the guy ranked 20th in the country, and so his record's not great. But we see what we see in the room, and we know Jarius can wrestle. So if we needed him to try to win the duel, we were going to use him today as his 5th time, and then knew that we can't use him anymore. So once the duel meet was locked up, even though we were winning by 6. We knew we won 6 matches, so even if we got pinned at 65, we would have had the criteria of winning 6 of the 10 matches. So we were going with Shindell, and Shindell's wrestling great. He deserves it, right? So we're trying to conserve. We'd like to get through the season and keep Jarius redshirted. So we have one more date that we can use him on, and we still got like 7 duels that we may need him because Matt Rogers is back, but he kind of just got cleared about an hour before the match. So let's not push it. Matt should be back next week. He's like I said, he got cleared today, and I just thought the dual meet's mathematically over. If we win on criteria, it's the same thing. If you win by 30, it doesn't matter. It's still a W. So I'm not going to put Matt in harm's way, and I'm not going to ruin Shinny's. I'm not going to ruin Jarius' redshirt year, and Shinny's deserves to go out there, and he won. So good for Shinny.
In that 125, what did Whitehart do that Moon wasn't able to come up with? You looked at him on the sideline. It seemed like there was something that he was doing and then getting that tech ball that he just couldn't keep up.
Well, it was that kid's a one-trick pony. He's very good at that trick, and we told him, you cannot get in that position. If you hit the single leg and you chase the corner hard, he's going to hit the Jonesy tilt. We got Jonesy tilted to our back when we're like, that's all he has, and then he's going to get on top, he's going to get a wrist ride. This is what you have to do. And every time he did what we told him, he didn't get turned, and when he didn't, he got turned. We're like, he came off the mat, we're like, he did the exact things we told you he was going to do, and you did the exact things we told you not to do, and they happened, and you lost by 15 points. The kid's pretty good, but that, like, listen, like I said, he's a 1.5 trick pony. He happens to be really darn good at those tricks. So you got to take him away from him, and we didn't. So kudos to them for forcing it on us.
So Mike Leandrew kind of started his match off strong, but fell short towards the end. He talked to me about just the entirety of that match?
Mike lacks focus all the time. Super hard worker, cares a lot, and he struggles with it, and he lacks focus, and it rears his ugly head, and it could have cost us the duel meet. And he's got to do a better job of keeping focused in all times. When things start going haywire, Mike looks lost, like lost that he doesn't even know he's on a wrestling mat, right? You know what I mean? And you've seen it before. It's like analysis paralysis, and Mike gets it. And that happened to him, and he panicked. It happened to Hoyle too. Hoyle. We thought Hoyle was going to pin or tech that kid, and then it started that way, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what, they took some of our. Kudos to them. They did a good job of taking some of our air out from us. So I got to give them credit. But at the same time, you got to have killer instinct, and you got to kill some people, like figuratively, it's called killer instinct in sports, right? You got to go out there and get the kill. And I felt like we didn't do that at 74, at 84, at 97. Heavyweight did it. We didn't do it at 41. So we got to get better at those things, no doubt.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Appreciate it.